94.1 Therapy Thursday.
Did you go to Hollywood Upstairs Medical College too?
Which therapist you need? Therapy Thursday with Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accident attorneys. Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Therapy Thursday is on and cracking. Now, listen, this is for you for help. All right. A lot of people have started to talk about mental health, started to talk about therapy, and basically it's all conversation. Now, I mean, we are renowned doctors.
We really are.
World
medical
renowned.
Professionals, helpers to the community. And so we're here for you. I mean, sometimes talking it out does help out. So 888-429-0941. If something is on your mind, then it is on our minds. If it's on your mind, then we got time. All right, who's first?
I will go first out of the 813. This just came in. My ex and I separated about 8 months ago. We were together for quite some time, so moving on felt like it was out of the picture. I recently went out with a couple of military buddies this past weekend and reconnected with one that I always thought was cool and had a good personality, but she shown me that she could probably be more than that. I still talk to my ex every now and then and still have feelings for her, but this new girl has shown interest in me as well. Should I move on or keep holding on to hope?
Keep hope alive. No, I'm just joking.
I was about to say, dog.
I'm just joking.
Nah, I would say you and your ex have been broken up for 8 months now. And if this girl is showing you that she could be something potentially more and you're thinking about it, I say you take this chance. A lot of people don't walk through that door in front of them because they keep on looking at that door behind them. So, hey, walk through that door and stop looking behind you.
That's what I've heard of some smart people say. You can't drive if you're always looking in your review. So if you're always looking behind you because that's what you're familiar with, just press forward because you might have a great option in front of you.
Yeah,
So
that you don't even know about.
go for that.
They're an ex for a reason.
Don't block your blessings.
Don't block your blessings. God's like, I sent him by.
Yes.
What you doing?
Hello.
I got one out of the 863. It just says, I just started dating someone and I really like them. Only problem is she sleeps with 3 dogs in her bed. I can't get over the hair everywhere and they always seem to get in the way of sexy time. Is there any compromise?
Nope. Because dog lovers are dog lovers. Dog lovers love their animals, and it's very hard to come in between somebody and their animals. And if you're not into the hair, and you're not into all of the doggy access, run. Run. There ain't you can't break up a happy home. Run.
You can't break up a happy home. There's a little bit of a compromise you could do here. Hey, buy the dogs some doggy beds and see if they go to the side.
Yeah, because somebody with 3 dogs ain't got doggy beds. They got toys, beds, but they choose to go where their partner is. Yeah. And their partner right now is your boo. Yeah. Your boo. Matter of fact, it ain't even your boo. It's their boo. Yeah, okay? I know specifically there's somebody I think who is fine as frog hair. Like, this girl is just fire. And I'm like, man, I would love to go out with her. But, man, every video she put up, she got dog hair all over her. And I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, I got asthma. I can't be around that.
Are you looking for it at this point, though? Like, looking for any hair on her?
I mean, I see it. I see it all the time. I'm like, yo, man, this girl fine as hell. But, I mean, I would have an asthma attack just by cuddling.
Help her. Buy her some lip rollers. Buy her some good dog bags. Like, do what you got to do.
You don't come in between somebody and their dog.
But you should love those dogs with her because she loves them.
Let's see. Out of the 727, it says, I have my hardest time trying to get my son to not think fight first in his conflicts. He's gotten into 3 physical altercations this year in school, and I strongly believe it's been due to the friend circle that he's around. Any advice is very welcome.
Oh, I haven't had to deal with this yet.
For me, I feel like this is something because my brother had this problem back when I was in high school, and I think you need to find an outlet for him to get his rage or get his frustrations out.
Athletics, maybe?
Yeah, something in sports or maybe even boxing, MMA, things like that. But you need to figure out an outlet for them to get rid of or like get that energy out of them.
If it's that, or if it is what you're thinking about the people who are around him, you need to start talking to him about being around better people. Friends are friends, but we've seen a lot of shootings in the Bay Area. We've seen a lot of violence that has just popped off. And usually it pops off because somebody makes a decision to do so. Now, the 5 or 6 friends with him maybe didn't want it to go that way. So hanging around people who are combustive can drag you around. You are who you hang around with. You know, I mean,
so true.
just as far as impressions, you might have a better core, you might have a better raising of your parents, but being around them by an impression is those group of troublemakers, those groups of this. And so you do have to select your people around you. If you're not inspired by the people in your circle, you got to get a better circle. And I think that's something you need to share with your son. Like, hey, look around at the people who you around you. Are they the ones who are leading you to fight? Because if they are, they should be in here with you in the principal's office when I have to come to the school, and they're not. Yeah. So that means that they're leading you astray. So let's find you a better friend circle.
We can do better.
Yeah, like try that. That's
sound advice.
Probably the best move right there. All right, listen, we talk it out and work it out. 888-429-0941. After this, Bryson Tiller will hit you in part 2. It's Demesman and Dover rocking with us, man. 8:33 with your freaks. I mean, your doctors.
I'ma take a bougie to Rodale and let her pick up.
All right, rocking with Demesman and Dover. We are in here with your therapizing. That ain't even a word, but we made it because we smart.
We got some hot stuff that just came in.
A lot of them are coming in now, and we'll keep this person anonymous. But their name is here. We honor that. So if you want us to keep you anonymous, put it at the top of your text. It says, "Can you keep me anonymous? I've been dating somebody for 2 years. I found out a month ago that he went to somebody's house and got drunk and watched them have sex.
Ooh.
He says that he has a voyeurism thing and wants me to be okay with him watching people, but I'm struggling because to me that is still cheating and outside of the spectrum. I don't know what to do."
Okay,
you know what to do.
Well, you're at a crossroads. Really
nasty.
That's not necessarily nasty. That's his fetish. That's what he likes. It doesn't mean he's a bad person. That's his kink. You know, there's a term for that, and there's a category for it if you enjoy looking at that stuff online.
It's called nasty.
But I will say, if this is a hard boundary for you, you're not interested in it, you don't find it attractive, it's a turnoff, and you feel like it's cheating, this is not going to work.
Yeah, you need to make a decision for yourself whether you're okay with it or not.
And he's being honest with you about who he is.
Yeah, and it kind of sounds like you're not okay with it. So if you're not okay with it, you need to get ready for the fact that y'all ain't going to be together for that much longer.
Listen, it's still it ain't normal. It's not normal to be watching people do their business. Like, I mean,
we do it all the time. You've never watched porn before? We watch people
I'm talking about if I'm at somebody's house and I'm drunk and they just start cracking and I don't leave. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all was going to do this. Let me leave."
Right.
But I'm like, hey, man, you got some popcorn. Like, and sit there and watch it like it's a movie.
Yes, that's
strange. Not the norm.
But that's strange to us, but it's not to him.
Yeah,
you got to go to that club out on 60. You can watch that at that club, but you walk into the club, you know what you're walking into. Yeah. I just can't be at my neighbor's house and they just get it cracking and I'm watching. That's not it. I think if you are not on that same side and he wants you to get into it, you can give in if you're willing. But if it's a hard no, we got to have hard limits. Like, if you're not into something, there's probably 10 guys out there that you got to meet. You got to go out and meet them. But there's probably 10 guys out there who won't ask you to do something that's against your moral fiber. You got to have rules.
Go with him and try one
into
time.
it.
But that's because she hasn't tried it. And she's uptight about it. I'm just saying, keep an open mind.
Yeah, but you also can't force her to do something that she doesn't want to do.
Other people's sex smell funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Orlando.
She's already uncomfortable with it. And if she's uncomfortable with it, she's definitely not going to want to watch it.
Keeping my eyes wide shut. Keeping my eyes wide shut.
Out of the 941, Dear Freak Show, please help me. We found out my stepdaughter is active and no longer pure. She is 13 years old and lives a damn good life. I'm traumatized by this. Been in her life since she was a newborn. I'm considering even leaving her mom because of this.
No.
I've tried to warn her for years and she blew me off. I even caught her sneaking a boy into my house and I'm so hurt and disgusted. What should I do?
You don't leave the mom because you got some sort of hurdle. I mean, if you love mom, that's got to be a separate thing. And you have to double down with mom and try and help this. I mean, if you're a part of this family structure, you can't just bail on the family. That's not what families do.
No.
You know, and especially if you love her, like if you just gonna leave because there's some adversity, because there's one hurdle in front of you, then you ain't really feel her in the first place. And if that's it, leave now instead of sticking around and just playing.
This is not uncommon. It's not unusual. Girls, they grow up, boys, they discover their bodies and they end up hooking up and having sex.
How old is this girl?
13. Now, her sneaking a boy in the house and all that stuff. That's beyond the limit. So
Yeah.
guess who's
shut her little fast ass down.
Right,
That's
guess
what you
who's
need to
having a
do.
family meeting, and we're bringing up all this stuff so we're all on the same page. That's exactly what I would do.
A family meeting.
And birth control. That's what I would do.
Dude,
This way you just need to be able to whoop a child. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's
Because
been with
you
the-
can't sneak no boy in my
Right.
house.
Yeah,
That's
he's
beyond.
he's
Like,
been
I
with
put
her.
hands on this boy in my house.
He's been with her ever since she's been a newborn. And the fact that you feel disrespected is good, but instead of you running away from the situation, head first, go in and try to go with mom and try to fix it. Talk to her about the consequences of her actions.
Don't blame
Sneaking
mom.
boys. No, we're not
He
blaming
is.
mom.
He is.
Yeah, you can't blame mom, but you need to let her know the consequences of her actions and what happens when she does dumb things like that.
I mean, yeah, I'm taking away every bit of access. You 13, you have no votes on anything, so the phone got to go. Access, we picking you up from school, ain't no friends coming over, and honestly, I can explain to the law and to the courts why I put my hands on somebody who I found in my house. That boy who was in my house, he can catch hands. So you have to be there now because they need you more than ever.
Someone said, ain't no family meeting, it's a family beating.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, dog. You like family meeting. Everyone meet at the island in the kitchen. We have to talk. Like, we ain't got to talk. Talk over.
Out of the 941, I need advice on my situation with the father of my kids. We have two. And one is 2 and one is 9 months. I'm trying to move on, but recently he's been flirting and asking for pictures. He has a girlfriend and has been with her for a while now. I'm not dumb, so I know better, but he's the father of my kids, and it's hard for me to let go of the idea that we could be a family.
Go ahead. There's more of?
Yeah, there's just one more sentence. I haven't started dating because it's hard for me to trust someone around my kids. Any advice?
So this is the ex who's asking her for pictures, but the ex got somebody.
Got a girlfriend.
You're going to be a side chick.
Yeah, you don't go with somebody, break up, and then become the side chick. That's a demotion.
Right.
You don't want to do that. And you don't want to be the cause of whatever's going to happen down the line. Y'all probably broke up for this same thing. He had a wandering eye. Now he's one. You don't want to just be familiar humpage. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could just slide through whenever. Baby daddies and stuff like that, baby mamas, they tend to have some sort of kind of heart tugging kind of thing with you where you could fall back into that
connection.
little space.
That's why it's so hard to date with somebody with kids as well, because they're always concerned. That person's always concerned that they're going to be picking up their kids and then something's going to happen.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, realistically, we said this in segment 1 that you can't move forward if you're looking backwards. So that's going to apply to a lot of the things. People who are trying to get in, apply that to your life, and you might not even need a call because realistically, you can't move forward if you're only looking in the rearview mirror. That's very smart advice from a lot of people.
For sure. And honestly, like, dude, don't accept anything less than what you deserve. And you do not deserve to be a side chick, especially to somebody that is the father of your children.
You gave him 2 kids and he wants a nude? No. How about no?
How about no? You want a nude? Be together.
Nah, but
Be faithful.
She's writing us because she think about it though. Just be clear.
Don't do it.
She's thinking about it. She's like, oh well,
'Cause it's
I do look good in this lighting.
Right? Because it's easy to do. He
Have some-
doesn't deserve it.
Have some self-respect. Don't send him any more nudes and don't give him anything.
Send it to Rich instead if you need to do it.
Hey,
okay?
I'm with it.
No, you know what you need to do? Send it to her. Send it to his girl.
Oh.
I mean, hey,
Davis.
well, listen. If we choosing violence,
Be
let's
like,
choose
oh,
violence.
yeah,
Send
for
it to
sure.
his girl.
Hey,
Say,
this is the picture he
listen
asked
here.
for.
He asked me for this photo, and I figured I would send it to you
Stop
because
it.
we got to send it. We got to lean together.
Don't be
Oh,
messy.
We got to lean in together. We got to help. We got to train this puppy together because I need him to be happy because I need him to be a good daddy to these kids. So I'm sent you this. If you want to share it with him, you share it with him.
Sidestep that advice. Stay out of
What do you
it.
mean?
I like it.
I think that's some great
It's
advice right
toxic.
there.
It's toxic, and I like it.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
said you ain't going backwards unless you moonwalking. I agree with that. I agree with that. Unless you Mike, you're not doing that right there. All right, listen, Therapy Thursday is a wrap. Demesman and Dover helping us get you therapized. We're going to make that a T-shirt or something.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Out here therapizing these streets. That's what we call it right there. That's a good thing.
See, everybody in this party is a